All right, boys, so the version 2.1 live stream just ended, and we got some stuff for it, right? We got 30 free pulls for the anniversary. Genshin could never. We literally got 30 times the amount, or my bad, 10 times the amount that Genshin did on their newest anniversary. So that's a big win for us, boys, right? I do want to talk about the live stream format in a bit here because I think it's copium. I do not like the live stream format. I swear the live stream was an hour and 30 minutes long, and I felt like for 40 minutes of that live stream, it was just yapping. Just yapping, just nothing weird. I almost fell asleep, I feel like, watching the live stream. Like, I like Owlbert. I like my little chibi characters, right? Don't get me wrong, the set design's great, but I felt like the yappening was there. We don't really get much info about, like, what the character actually does with it. It's like a very condensed version where I feel like with the chibi version, they go into so much more detail and give us so much more information about what each character does. And I feel like that's really lacking here. Instead, they spend 20 minutes talking about something about Acheron or something about Adventurine they were already going to figure out when we play, right? We have a new boss. Obviously, we have Adventurine, Gallagher, and Acheron coming to the game. So that's really, really big, right? I like Adventurine. I like Gallagher. Oh, well, no, I take that back. We'll talk about Gallagher in a second. I like Acheron, right? I think that she has a really unique kit. Genshin could never also subscribe to YouTube so he can see Acheron's. Yes, exactly. What Rasta said, what Rasta said in the chat over here. It's flipped, so it's weird. I think that Acheron and Adventurine are cool. I don't like Gallagher that much. I'll condense my thoughts and we'll go through different timestamps of the video to check out what you want to check out. First of all, guys, we're getting triple rewards on Calyxes, which is absolutely huge, right? So that means 300 times. So we're getting literally triple rewards for both planar, so planar and whatever, simulated universe, right? So we're getting 3 times the relics. So that's going to be really, really huge. We're also getting a new world of simulated universe, which is the new, I guess, for the new relic set, right? We get the new planar ornament set. I don't know what they do. They said one's a DPS set and one's another set. They didn't go into too much detail on that. I wish they would go into more detail on this stuff, but they just don't in these live streams. They just yap. I feel like they yap the whole time. Then what else are we getting? Oh, the new boss. I think the Adventurine boss is probably going to be the best boss in the game. I genuinely think that the Adventurine boss is going to be the best boss in the game. He looks so fun. His mechanics look super interesting, and I can't wait to face him. I think he looks really cool, honestly. So I really can't wait for that. The new areas we're getting in the game, they also look really cool, too. I'm a bit of a slut for, like, adventure parts and stuff like that. So I like the new, like, aesthetic, like, Disneyland aesthetic. I like that. I'm not, like, a Disney adult or anything like that, but I do. I like my fair share of adventure parks, right? I dabble in adventure parks. I dabble in theme parks, okay? I like theme parks, and I think this is going to be really something cool for me anyways, right? As far as the story goes, story progression. We always love story progression. The Fast and Furry Nuts, dude. Fast and Fury Nuts, okay? We get the Fast and Fury Nuts coming to the game, okay? That's great. I love Fast and Fury Nuts. Anyways, let's talk about the story. The story itself, right? I think the story is going to be very good. I think having to fight against Mr. Adventurine, he got his little stone back you saw. We could probably even, I'll probably throw some footage up on the screen, the trailer of like some stuff we saw in the trailer here. But yeah, overall the trailer did look really cool. It was condensed. We're also getting an animated short which shows that Black Swan and Acheron are lovers. They almost kissed. Did you guys see that in the little animated short they did? The little snippet, the little teaser of the animated short. They almost gave a little to each other, okay? Hey, it's kind of gay, just like Honkai Impact the Third. Okay, what can you expect, right? Also, he said wholesome. I don't think this is gonna be wholesome. I think we can expect to see more character deaths. So that's what I'm gunning for here, more character deaths. So guys, the first banner they're releasing, which is Acheron's banner, I think is by far the best banner, even though it does have Danny Soyboy Hong on it. I don't like Danny Soyboy Hong. I think he's a disgrace to humankind. I think he should be below Yangcheng on the tier list, though. He's dog shit. But we have Pela and Gallagher. My thoughts on Gallagher really quick. I think Gallagher could have been so cool. But guys, let me pull it properly. Tell me why, guys. Tell me why. I'm about to break my water only rule right now, right? Tell me why when he does his skill attack, he does this. Healed. What is that? That's the lamest thing I've seen in my life. He just cracked a can of Coca-Cola to heal the team. I don't like that, bro. He popped a cold one. I thought he was about to go in there, bah, 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 and box. He's not boxing, bro. He's popping sodas. Okay, okay. I think his enhanced basic attack is cool. I think his ultimate's cool. I do not like the way his skill looks. I think the skill is they could have done so much more with the skill. The same thing Gotcha Smack said with like Topaz's skill. Like, it's just like a reused skill. I feel like this is just I feel like they just didn't put any effort into the skill. I was gonna use them. Chat, I was gonna use Gallagher though. That's the thing. I was gonna use Gallagher. I like Gallagher like overall, right? I like the ability that he's able to like hit the enemies. I would probably use him over Lynx, right? I think his character design looks really, really cool. It appeals to me. I just don't like the skill. That's the only gripe I really have with Gallagher, that his skill is a soda can. I don't like that. I don't like that. Overall though, I think Gallagher looks pretty cool, other than him popping a soda. Let me get a sip. I spilled soda everywhere. Acheron giveaway? No, not Acheron giveaway today. We'll do Acheron giveaway when she releases. And then as well, in first phase, we're getting Locha for a character too. So if you guys want to pull for Locha, you definitely have Locha to pull for now. But let's talk about Part 2's banners, because I feel like Phase 2's banners, Part 2's banners are a lot more lackluster, you could say, right? They have Lucas, Serval, and Lynx. I guess Lynx is cool. Me personally, though, I don't think the banner's all that good. I mean, if you get Luca E6, sure. I think Luca can be good at E6. I think if you get Serval E6, she's decent. It's not like a bussin' banner, right? And we knew this moment would come where we get like all like these lower echelon characters on the banner or whatever. I expected that, right? I feel like Lynx could probably be swapped out for someone else. Though I do feel like this is the thing is, right, if we're putting Lynx on the banner with Adventurine, I feel like there should be a better DPS, because the thing is, right, if this is like a banner for new players because it's a preservation and abundance character, there should be an easier to play DPS, or like a DPS, a 4-star DPS is better early Eidolons versus having to get Luca to E6, which is kind of a niche character, and then having to get Serval E6, which is also kind of a niche character, I'm not gonna lie, guys. So I feel like this banner is not a must pull for free-to-play players, even though before I was saying it's probably going to be a must pull for free-to-play players. I feel like Acheron's banner is much better and more balanced, because we're getting Gallagher, which is a sustain character. We're getting Pela, which is a debuffer. And then we're also getting her herself, Acheron, which is an agility character, DPS character, right? So I feel like overall, Acheron's banner, it does give you much more value. Then of course we're getting Jingle Liu on Part 2 too, so there is another DPS option for you. If you do want like a really high strung DPS, Jingle Liu will absolutely carry you through the game. I feel like Jingle Liu's banner is actually better than Adventurine's banner, just because of the fact it's a little bit more well balanced. You get like a good solid DPS in Jingle Liu, then if you get a Lynx, then you have to sustain there as well. I genuinely think that Adventurine's banner is kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Anyways, let's get off that topic now. Let's go ahead and hop into the next thing, the events, right? What do I think about all the events we're getting? First of all, we're getting the anniversary event, we're getting the pouring the drinks, the bartender event, and then we're also getting the pixelated battle event, right? It's pretty standard that we get this stuff. I personally don't like the bartender event. It seems very reused. I feel like I played this so many times before in other games. I feel like they could have done something maybe a little bit different. I get it, right? And it matches the aesthetic of Gallagher. It matches the aesthetic of Penacony, right? I don't like that, right? It feels like me playing Cookie Run Kingdom, building the cakes in Cookie Run Kingdom. If you know what Cookie Run Kingdom is, then sure. You know what building the cakes was like with that anniversary. That's what it feels like to me. I personally do like the pixelated, like, little cartoonish event we have. That's going to be really cool to see. I like any event that basically lets you battle or do something different with combat. That's going to be super cool to see. And then finally, the event for the 2.1, or I guess the anniversary, right? The 1-year anniversary of Honkai Star Rail. I think that is a pretty good event too. It seems like just a click event, like you click and just do the event. And I think that's how anniversary events seem to be. New players are coming back. New players are joining the game. People are coming back into the game to get all these free pulls we get. Because like I mentioned, we get 30 free pulls. They need an easy event. They don't need to be loaded down with content. So I feel like the ease of content that the anniversary event brings is actually really, really good. The only thing I really don't like with the events is like the bartending event. I feel like that could have been more thought out, more driven, maybe. Future editor YouTube here. One thing I forgot to mention as well, what got brought up, it was maybe a changing form for March 7th. I think that could be really clutch for free-to-play players, especially having 2 characters that can maybe change forms. And talking about the memories, maybe we get multiple forms, though I would hope it wouldn't impede on us getting new forms for our MC. But yeah, I think that's really cool, really interesting concept stuff that they would do with March 7th with giving you the ability to change her typing. I think that is super free-to-play friendly, and it'll help a lot of players out because they build up on March 7th. You get an E6 March, I guess an E6 March 7th for pulling. I wonder how they would do the Eidolon system though, right? How would they play Eidolons if they allow you to change the path with March 7th? Would they keep the same Eidolons that she already has? And then, oh, well, when you change path, it just transfers those Eidolons over? Or how does that work? That's kind of what I want to know. Or they do, oh, well, March 7th is on this banner now, so if you pull for this version of March 7th, you have to get these versions of March 7th Eidolons. Like, how is it going to work, right? I think it's free-to-play friendly if you transfer the Eidolons over, or give a free-to-play way to get those Eidolons. Sorry. My mouth is parched. Anyways, back to the final bit of the video. Let's finally talk about the live stream format itself. I kind of touched on this earlier, but the live stream format itself, I don't like. I feel like there's just so much yapping. This is the most sleeper, like, actual, like, live stream that I've watched in a long time, right? I think that it could have been done better. I feel like there could have been less yapping with it. But maybe that's just me, right? I don't know. I feel like, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think they were yapping too much? Do you think they took advice from like EO's tier list video or Tectone's podcast with XGS Solo, where Pro Killer was yapping so much, you know? What do you guys feel, right? Do you feel like there's too much yapping? I feel like there's too much yapping. Anyways, guys, happy Honkai anniversary. 30 free pulls, absolutely huge. Plus, the anniversary event's going to give a lot of pulls as well. So, that's going to be really nice to see. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. What are your thoughts? Let me know. I'll put a full recap on the channel of our reaction to it on the channel at some point today. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye.